Okay, so a kind person on the forums complimented me by asking me to kind of provide a replay or a recording of this game, and I thought I might do a commentary. And I apologize if my commentary is not amazing because I think this is the second time I ever do any kind of commentary for a game I've played. So there might be some maybe some digressions, maybe some pauses or blunt silences. So apologies in advance for that. But the reason I wanted to comment on this game is because this is actually, I think, my highest XP game ever. And yet, I didn't really do anything special in this game. I just positioned well, and obviously Smaland is OP, but, you know. So I wanted to run through this game and just highlight my train process, my train thought, and what I'm thinking of, and how I make decisions. So I spawn near C, so I go towards C, fine. First thing I noticed, there's no carriers, which is great. It means I'm a lot more free to position the way I want to. Because the huge problem with carriers when you play DDs is they can just randomly sometimes spot you because they happen to fly over you. You can obviously minimize it by being in places where a carrier might not expect to have anyone or they don't fly over those places, but it's still basically up to the other person to not find you. So that danger of being found always forces you to play safer. Makes the games less fun, in my opinion. But I don't want to make this rant about carriers. That's fine. There's no carrier in this game. Great, amazing. So both me and Ye Yang are heading towards C. I'm looking at the minimap. Always be mindful to the minimap. Positioning in this game is like 70 to 80% of success, I would say. And the way you position is by looking at the minimap every so often. Just make that a habit if you don't. So I spot an antenna. Awesome. My torpedoes are almost done reloading. He's wandering into my 12-kilometer range. So I'm gonna try to get him. Okay, so let's see what I see that he's slowing down a little bit, so I'm like, oh great, my torpedoes are fast enough where maybe I can catch him out if I launch them. So bam, bam, and I think I clip terrain a little bit, but that's fine. And notice, by the way, notice what I'm doing here. I'm bowing out as I'm capping. This is a very crucial technique for DDs. I see a lot of people not doing this, and they should be, because this way, if you get spotted, if something bad happens, if there's torpedoes coming, you can get out fast. Okay, so there's Kaba coming this way. Obviously I'm gonna wait until I'm done capping, until I start firing. Okay, I get the cap, start shooting, and my aim is pretty bad, so I just get one non-pan, I think. Yep. Oh, and notice, okay, so I get my 3 torpedo hits, that's great, but the thing that worries me is I noticed Smolensk, and he's within 10 kilometers of me. He was actually trying to get me here. So Smolensk scares the crap out of me when I'm in the destroyer. I'm just getting out of here. I don't want to have to do anything with it. So I'm thinking, what is my next plan of action? Well, before I do, I'm thinking of shooting the Kaba, or maybe rushing him if he decides to smoke and cap that way. But Kaba is too smart for that. He realizes I'm here, so he's just gonna leave. And I'm like, okay, fine, you can leave. I'm not even gonna shoot you. So, once again, Smolensk scares me. That there's Zao somewhere here. Maybe Stalingrad is heading here with a radar. I don't want to stick around here. What can I do? Well, I'm looking at the map, and I notice at the middle cap, there doesn't seem to be a lot of ships around there. Obviously, a destroyer that captured it might be around, but I'm gonna head to B. And notice, again, I pre-aim Summers that just randomly got spotted by my DM. And I'm gonna start firing. And once again, my aim is horrible. Actually, my aim in this game is really bad. It's definitely one of my weaknesses. I think I hit him, twice? No, 3 times. So, pretty bad. Don't judge me, but that's fine, because again, positioning is key. I see where he's going in the minimap, so I'm gonna pop my speed boost, I'm gonna really fast go over there, and I'm gonna kill him. My radar is still up. So the only thing I'm afraid of is his torpedoes. I asked the DM to pop Hydra. DM doesn't do that, which is fine. The most I can do is just ask someone to do something in chat, and that's it. But I see Summers, I pop Raider, and that's it, he's dead. And this time my aim doesn't matter because I'm so close. So I'm just gonna kill him outright. And there was nothing the Summers could do. He mispositioned and he died. That's as simple as that. So there we go. On the way to my objective B, I just happened to catch out an enemy destroyer and kill him. Great. But I'm still gonna head to B and try to capture it. And that's where I'm heading right now. And by the way, notice that I'm heading to B on the south side instead of north side. And the reason for that again is Smaland is somewhere there. You know, the smoke that Summers released before dying is kind of hiding their entire team. I don't want to go into that. I might die there. So I'm just trying to play safe. And being safe here is being on the side of the B, where terrain protects me from all that bad stuff over there. Because as you can see on the southwest side, all the ships are all the way in the corner of the map. I'm not really afraid of them. Z52 might be around here somewhere, but I'm not afraid of him too. I'll kill him if I counter him. And Thunder I'm kind of scared of, but I'm still feeling pretty confident that on the side of the B I'm going to be safe. And I just noticed where Thunder is, so I'm like, great, this side is even safer now. Now what I'm going to do is, I noticed that both the Kaba and the Smolensk are sitting at C7 between those two rocks. And what I'm consciously setting up a torpedo run here from the middle of B in that little gap between rocks. That's going to come to them from an unexpected direction. And that's the key to any kind of torpedo attack. Like, it has to come from an unexpected angle to produce those really wonderful devastating strikes and high damage games. So I don't want to go past that B rock because Z52 is still maybe around here somewhere. Maybe he will spot me the next second. And like Burgon is here. Thunderer might have the shots on me. I don't want to go too far. So I'll get essentially to the far side of this gap, and then launch torpedoes into that smoke that I see there, and hopefully catch someone out. Because I see that just the edge of that smoke is available for my torpedoes to hit. And if someone is sitting there, they're dead. Or not dead, but I'll hit them. So I still gotta be, and Thunder is right there, and the Burgon is right there with a reload. So I still gotta be kind of careful here. So I'll do the same thing. I'll turn around. I'll nose out away from the team, and I'll put some distance between me and those battleships. So okay, great. I captured B. So what do I do next? Do I want to go back to C? Nah. There's still radar there. There's still a bunch of ships there, and a bunch of my own ships too. What can I do? Well, I can go to A because A seems fairly open actually. Oh, and look, yeah, here I killed the Kaba with the 3 torpedoes. Like, it was a lucky, obviously devastating strike. Nonetheless, position was key there because torpedoes came from a direction where the Kaba didn't expect them, obviously. So both luck and positioning. I've made my own luck here. Okay, so as I'm heading towards A, I randomly happen to spot Z52. Awesome. So I'm just gonna kill him too, because in Smaland that's what you should be doing. You should be killing DDs. Notice that he's slowing down. He is probably thinking of popping smoke, so I preemptively pop radar immediately. There is no escape for him. I angle a little bit, so in case he's shooting AP, I might bounce. And I also pop engine boost, just so I can speed juke him. So notice that I slow down to like 0 knots, and he's still trying to lead me, so he's missing a bunch of shells. So, I kill him for free pretty much. So, see, I've killed 3 destroyers so far just just going to my objectives and randomly encountering them and killing them. So again, positioning, I think my positioning here was good. I also got lucky, but it's always a combination of two, right? So now I'm gonna head into A, and who am I afraid at A? Kerr first, maybe, but not really. Obviously, I don't want to get spotted, but I'm not afraid of him. There's Holland, great. He's not even in the cap. Notice, by the way, that I angle a little bit away because I'm assuming that Holland might have launched torpedoes at the Montana, and if I were to turn, for example, here, I may catch him. So I bow in just to stay safe. Okay, now the danger has passed, so I angle in more. And my next aim, once I capture, I'm going to kill this Holland. That's what I'm going for. And notice, by the way, that I'm being RPF'd right now. I'm assuming it's by Holland. But I'm keeping Montana between myself and Holland, so he can't really tell what's going on. All he knows is his RPF is pointing in the direction of a Montana that's being spotted, but maybe it's me, maybe it's not. Also noticed, as I looked at the map, that Holland grounded himself. So this is why I'm going south of this rock instead of north. Because I'm like, he's going to back up, he'll take time, and I'll just catch him out and kill him. So I time myself, so I just capture this and then I leave the cap. And I would have had enough time to slow down, by the way, if Montana get hit, but it didn't happen. So only now does Holland realize his RPF is probably shifting. Oh my god, something bad is happening. And here I am. At this point, he's dead. So notice that he stopped shooting, by the way. This is a telltale sign that he just released his torpedoes. So I'm gonna bow in and I'm gonna get ready to dodge him. And here are the torps. I dodge both of them. But honestly, even if one torpedo hits me on the bow, I'm still gonna kill the Holland. He was dead. Nothing he can do here. So see, this is my 4th destroyer kill of the game, and again, I didn't do any kind of crazy outplay or anything. All I did was just go for objectives and think of my positioning and think ahead. And bam, 4th destroyer is dead, and I'm still at my at half HP with 2 kills remaining. And pretty much with 2 destroyers remaining on our team and none left on their team, and this being a domination game, the game is over at this point, more or less. So I'm thinking now, what should I do next? Well, that Burgon is trying to cap B, but he's heading away from me, and there's some other people to handle him. But this Montana is heading towards me, and he's close to me. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to kill the Montana, and I popped my engine boost to get to him faster. And maybe get my Kraken, because I'm at 4 kills. Wouldn't that be great? Notice, by the way, I have this wonderful mod that tells me the maximum amount of heal I can do. So right now I'm gonna use my heal on cooldown pretty much, and I'll get the full value of the heal out of this. So this is actually a super useful mod. If you don't run it, I would recommend it. It really helps you to manage your heals better and get the most out of them. Because sometimes even 500 or 1000 HP matters, and you want to maximize that stuff. Okay, so I'm seeing Montana, he's slowing down. If my Montana wasn't in the way, I would have launched my torpedoes, but I'm trying to be a good teammate, I'm not trying to hit him. So fine, I'll just stick to gunfire. And here actually I make, I think, my first serious positioning error of the game. It doesn't matter because we're so far ahead, but I'm trying to be cheeky here, and I'm trying to hide behind this terrain so I'm not spotted as I'm shooting him. But I didn't really need to do that, because no one else is gonna shoot me, and it wasn't really needed. But for now it's fine. And notice, by the way, that I'm using the Navigator mod to help my aim and shift my aim and adjust my aim without seeing that enemy ship. Another great mod. If you don't run it, again, I highly recommend it. So I kept shooting. And this is what I mean by positioning error. So I was trying to be cheeky, but all that I've accomplished is that Montana went out of the range of my guns. And I'm like, crap, now I gotta catch him. Actually, the reason my friend in Montana dies here is because I kind of did that, so my bad, my fault, Montana. Had I been on range and continued shooting this entire time, the enemy Montana might have died before my Montana died, which will happen in a little bit. But yeah, I'm still trying to help, so I'm speeding forward, using just my front gun, because I can't angle without closing the distance as well as I can, or as well as I should be doing. So now I'm finally enraged to bring both guns to bear, and that's what I do. And again, this Montana is dead. Like at this point, even if my Montana weren't there, I can either burn him and kill him like that, or I can close up to 7 kilometers of him and just torpedo him point blank. There's nothing you can do. And I actually set him on fire, and I thought I would get a Kraken, but no, my Montana killed him before dying. I complained a little bit in chat, but that's fine. I don't really care that much. So at this point, oh, and meanwhile, the Burgon at B died too. My great teammates took care of him. So at this point, the game is really over. There's nothing really the red team can do now to win. I think, and yeah, Thunder I think is gonna die to Goliath at this point. Oh yeah, as you can see, Goliath is actually setting up for a torpedo run. So yeah, that's game over. And again, so I didn't do any kind of crazy outplays this game. All I did was just trying to think ahead. What next objective do I want to go to increase the chances of the victory for my team, since it's a domination game, and to kill some DDs along the way or torpedo some things along the way if possible. And that's all it is, right? That's all that there is to winning. And of course it helps that Smaland is crazy OP and broken and all that if you enjoy the gunfighting, the knife fighting style as I do. So I'm still trying to, cheekily kind of maybe kill the Zhao if I get lucky, but nah, it doesn't happen. Game over. And that's it.